applauds your
Extremely risky.
bold decision to collect volatile motes despite Parvos Granum's relentless greed for them. Surely you will dispatch him
Overwhelming force.
and escort her motes out of this cave. From there, Ordis will commit them to the site. Operator, you will not believe this.
That? The beast of bones? Unbelievable. They make ballads of you, Warden. Shadow figures told your story on alley walls. Children sat agog to listen. A legacy wasted. Troops, dismantle this puny operation and retrieve the volatile motes for the Eximus Project.
The man you refer to is dead, but Ordis is sure he would also have told you to
Get
far out of our way. Ordis has preemptively supplied you with unique air support. You will be able to jump higher. Have fun. The capsule is ready. Onward and then upward. Ordis fears they have cut power to the elevator. Find ionic charges nearby, or else we will be going nowhere. Sister Beacon? Trigger too many of those, and you will have to fight a Sister of Parvo.
so trigger them.
Everything changes, little Cephalon. And yet, nothing is forever lost. You could be a man again if you had the will. Consider my offer.
Ordis is
Interested.
trying to do his job. Granum, leave Ordis in peace. Auxiliary elevator inbound. Full of
Corpses.
corpus.
Did you prepare wisely? I doubt it.
This is your last chance to avert failure, troops. Grasp it.
You did it! Now, bring the volatile notes to me on the Lunda relay.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Ordis applauds your
Extremely risky.
bold decision to collect volatile notes despite Papa Strong's relentless greed for them. Surely you will dispatch his
Overwhelming forces.
and escort her notes out of this cave. From there, Ordis will commit them to the sun.
In that, the beast of bones. Unbelievable. They make ballads of you, Orden. Shadow figures told your story on alley walls. Children sat agog to listen. A legacy wasted. Troops, dismantle this puny operation and retrieve the volatile motes for the Eximus project.
The man you refer to is dead, but Ordis is sure he would also have told you to get far out of our way. Operator, you will not believe this. Ordis has unilaterally enabled air support that will boost the height of your gallant leaps. Enjoy! Fantastic! The capsule is full of motes. Now we can escort it up the elevator. Starting elevator ascension and... they have cut the power. Ordis is afraid you will have to power it manually. Look for ionic charges. Sister Beacon? Trigger too many of those, and you will have to fight a Sister of Parvo.
Trigger them!
There is no greater enemy of freedom than a happy slave. Do you still believe you earned your happiness through honest work? Have you forgotten how they burned that placid smile onto your face?
Ordis is not listening! La 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 la!
Get ready to make the biggest mistake of your career.
Corpus, the enemy is on their way to extraction. Does that seem like a satisfactory outcome to you?
You are home free. I have a command post on Lorinda Relay. Bring the volatile notes there.
Another job well executed.
All that is left of her is the moat in this cave. Otis could have done more. Help Otis stop Parthos Granum.
That voice. I remember a certain inspirational man. A hero to the Tenno. For he too slaughtered Oregon at a ceremony in his own honor. Tell me, does any memory of that valiant man still reside in your shallow, glassy brain?
Mr. Granum! Otis does not know what you are babbling about. Sending air supports to help you jump higher. The capsule is ready. Onward and then upward. Starting elevator ascension and... they have cut the power. Otis is afraid you will have to power it manually. Look for ionic charges.
Problem with the Oregon Orden. They would never say what they truly desired. Hid their aims behind golden platitudes and the cruelest of pageantry. That's where our Jade came in. The executioner. The boogie woman. Are you going to let that be her legacy? Surely she deserved more. To be part of something real. Something honest.
Honest? Orden did not trust you back then, and Ordis does not trust you now. Operator, those sister beacons are for the Corpus to use in emergencies. Are you issuing a challenge? Auxiliary elevator inbound. Full of...
Corpses!
Corpus!
ready to make the biggest mistake of your career.
Corvus, the enemy is on their way to extraction. Does that seem like a satisfactory outcome to you?
Home free. I have a command post on Lurinda Relay. Bring the volatile notes there.
Another job well executed.
All that is left of her is the moat in this cave. Otis could have done more. Help Otis stop Parthos Granum.
That voice. I remember a certain inspirational man. A hero to the Tenno. For he too slaughtered Orokin at a ceremony in his own honor. Tell me, does any memory of that valiant man still reside in your shallow, glassy brain?
Mr. Granum! Otis does not know what you are babbling about. Fantastic! The capsule is full of motes. Now we can escort it up the elevator. Otis has unilaterally enabled air support that will boost the height of your gallant leap. Enjoy! What? The elevator's power lines have been severed? You'll have to supply power manually. Find ionic charges scattered about. You do not want to take the stairs. If you insist on triggering those sister beacons, Otis suggests you prepare for an extremely hostile response. Sweet!
Any of y'all see the feeds light up? It's going down, kids.
A man who has known starvation in his youth will never tolerate waste. Be warned, I will not let Jade's legacy be squandered, nor that of Orden Carrot.
Otis fears you are wasting your breath, Mr. Granum.
off me! I don't care how bad you want to live!
Corpus! The enemy is on their way to extraction. Does that seem like a satisfactory outcome to you?
You did it! Now, bring the volatile notes to me on Larunda Relay.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
All that is left of her is the moat in this cave. Otis could have
Should
done more. Help Otis stop Parvos Granum.
Could that be your Orden Karis? I'd recognize that voice anywhere. How far you've fallen. Corpus! These thieves and their renegade leader are taking my volatile moats. End them.
Ordis's name is Ordis. Is ready. Onward and then upward. Ordis has preemptively supplied you with unique air support. You will be able to jump higher. Have fun. Operator, those beacons are set up to summon a sister of Parvos. If we meddle with them, she is certain to arrive. What? The elevator's power lines have been severed? You'll have to supply power manually. Find ionic charges scattered about. You do not want to take the stairs. once a reasonable man. Let Jade rest. Her motes are not yours to exploit.
Jade fulfilled her purpose. She provided an heir. In doing so, she died. What further closure can your actions possibly bring her? It is sentimentality, and as such, weakness.
Auxiliary elevator inbound. Full up.
Corpses!
Corpus.
Those tickle sticks of yours where I can see them. And maybe this doesn't end with me having to spread you out like a map.
Corpus? The enemy is on their way to extraction. Does that seem like a satisfactory outcome to you?
Home free. I have a command post on Lorinda Relay. Bring the volatile notes there.
Another job well executed.
Ordis will not stand idly by while Parvos Granum reaps the last vestiges of Jade for his Eximus Executioner program. He must be
Denied.
There has been an offer of help. Ordis believes it is genuine.
That voice. I remember a certain inspirational man. A hero to the Tenno. For he too slaughtered Oregon at a ceremony in his own honor. Tell me, does any memory of that valiant man still reside in your shallow, glassy brain?
Mr. Granum! Ordis does not know what you are babbling about. Fantastic! The capsule is full of motes. Now we can escort it up the elevator. Sending air support to help you jump higher. Starting elevator ascension and... they have cut the power. Ordis is afraid you will have to power it manually. Look for ionic charges. If you insist on triggering those sister beacons, Orders suggests you prepare for an extremely hostile response. Sweet!
Industrious, Cephalon. I will give you that. But what was Jade to you that you would defy me to preserve her dusty remains? Is it merely the courteous regard of one killer for another, Ord and Karis?
Continue this assault on Jade's legacy, and Orden is not the killer you will need to concern yourself with.
No coward! I'll give it that!
Troops! The enemy is attempting to extract. Failure to stop them will incur my extreme displeasure.
You are home free. I have a command post on Garuda Relay. Bring the volatile notes there.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Keep those motes coming, operator. So, these are the ordinary, everyday people the operator has been fighting to protect. Some of them have even been speaking to Ordis. Ordis is glad his operator is here. Ordis should visit the dry dock. Ordis has not spoken to Cephalon Psi in so long. We will have so much to talk about. Ordis knows what to do. Ordis has been taking notes. That was a pun, Ordis. That vault was supposed to be bypassed, Ordis. Operator, did you know Cephalon Samaris is here? Ordis was so
Terrified.
respectful of Samaris once. For so long it has just been Ordis and the operator together on the orbiter. Now there are many, many other people. Ordis is doing his part, keeping the system free from... One Fomorian could wipe the whole relay out. I don't know where the nearest emergency exit is. Operator, did you bring motes? So, these are the ordinary, everyday people the operator has been fighting to protect. Some of them have even been speaking to Ordis. Ordis is glad his operator is here. Operator, did you know Cephalon Samaris is here? Ordis was so
Terrified.
respectful of Samaris once. One Fomorian could wipe this whole relay out. Does the operator know where the nearest emergency exit is? For so long it has just been Ordis and the operator together on the orbiter. Now there are many, many other people.